Assalamualaikum everybody, this is Yuka Speaks and I am Yuka Tasneem. I think I am making this video on this platform after a very long time, and I really apologize. So many people have come and asked me why I'm not making any videos, Well, I was kind of on a break, and as you can see, a lot has changed in this break. I have started wearing niqab, which is like alhamdulillah, I am so happy. So yeah, inshallah, from now on, by the help of Allah Rabbul Alameen, I am going to be consistent. Yes, Yuka, you have to be consistent because I love making videos. This is something I have discovered in this pandemic. I love making content. I love sharing my perspective of or my interpretation of Quran with you people. I love introducing Quran in my way to other people, and yeah, so this is what I will continue from now on. So I want to share with you a little bit of how I started my hijab and then how I started my niqab. So if you don't want, if you're not interested, if you don't want to watch, you can go and watch other videos and everything. But I hope it inspires other people. It inspires other Muslim sisters or even non-Muslims, to know more about why we maintain this level of modesty in Islam. Okay, so yeah, so what happened is when the pandemic started, when the lockdown started, we were all at home and everything, and I really got some time to do some reading. So I started, like, I full on went into Quran because I am a kind of a person who can be very easily distracted, like very easily distracted. So I was reading Quran beforehand, but it was like full on mode in during the pandemic. So I had a lot of time to get into it. And also I read other supporting books that helped me to understand Quran even more clearly. So when I was doing that, when I was reading on Quran and everything, something happened. And that something is I became very active on Instagram. Right, I was not active. I had an account, but I became very active during the pandemic and everything. So I would go to the explore page. I would see the latest fashion, like what the celebrities are wearing, what's happening in the latest fashion, what kind of kameezes people were making, and what kind of saris people were wearing and everything. Very Southeast Asian girl thing I was doing. I think it's a girl thing, worldwide. So yeah, I was doing that, and for some reason my attention or my eyes will automatically go to pages which would promote hijab fashion, right? So I would see this woman, this small business owners promote hijab and modesty and hijab fashion, and mashallah, they look so beautiful. Like, I had no idea people could look so beautiful wearing hijab, right? And I was like, wow, that's really cool. Now somehow every time I would just go into Instagram, somehow instead of checking out the latest fashion, like fashion that I was into, I would just end up into all these hijab pages and everything, and I would save all those images and stuff like that. So this is what happened. There was this and this may sound weird or to many people, or you may think that I'm making this up. I'm not making this up, because considering the fact that the way I used to dress before, okay, there was even a time when I told myself that I can do a lot of things in the name of Islam, right? I By that time I have already started my 5 times of Salah. Alhamdulillah, I was doing a lot of things, but I told myself that I do not think I can ever start hijab. I can ever start wearing hijab. I don't think I am that kind of a person. I don't think I have that grit or determination that I can just go about and start wearing hijab. I had many hijabi friends, and I would see them wearing these beautiful, they would carry themselves off very beautifully, like hijab and everything, and they look, mashallah, so beautiful. And I would really, really admire them. But when it came to me, I thought that this is something I could never do, because I had never that I thought I just did not have that in me. Okay, truth be told. And I think, I'm pretty sure Allah Rabbul Alamin was laughing at me like, you wait and watch, girl. You wait and watch. Okay. So yeah, I would like see into this hijab fashion and everything, and there's this intuition, or there's this voice that was telling me that, this is something that would be good for you. This is something that would be good for you. Hijab would be good for you. So start wearing hijab. Start wearing hijab. I do not know where, it was something like this person that is beside me, and this person is whispering this thing into my ear that, hijab would be good for you. Hijab would be good for you. And I was like seriously contemplating that, is this something I want to start? Is this something I can carry off? Because all my life, literally all my life, since the time I could decide what I can wear, that transition from my mom deciding what I can wear to me deciding what I can wear, I have always dressed, like I had always had a type of fashion. I had always dressed accordingly. And people know me in that way. Like, okay, this is so Yuka. This is so Yuka, right? And yeah, so I thought, like, the way I've dressed up all my life, can I really, really transition and, start wearing hijab the way Islam has, or Allah Rabbul Alamin has asked the woman to. So I was like really, really thinking, and to the point I was like kind of overthinking. But yeah, every time this is what happened, and this is like, I think, to me it's a miracle. Okay, I consider this thing to be one of the miraculous thing that happened. Is every time I discarded that thought that, you know what, I'm doing okay, I'm doing fine, I'm wearing, I'm reading my, I'm performing my salah 5 times a day, I'm reading Quran. I do not need to do anything more. I think I'm fine. It's okay. It's fine. I'm the way I dress up. It's fine. I don't think I need to do anything more. Every time I thought this, and every time I discarded the thought of wearing hijab, that thought would just come back. It never left me. It never left me. The thought never left me. The thought would just, start wearing hijab, start wearing hijab. It would be good for you, good for you. As if this invisible person standing beside me and whispering this into my ears. I'm pretty sure this is a sign. This is one of the signs from Allah Rabbul Alamin that He actually wanted me to go into that path. And so, okay, yeah. So I was like, I could not leave that thought, or that thought did not leave me, So all of a sudden, I saw this friend of mine. And I know, if you're watching that, if my friend, yes, you, if you're watching that, you know who you are. Okay. So all of a sudden, I saw her on Facebook. We went to school together. And I saw her wearing hijab. She started wearing hijab, and mashallah, she looks so beautiful. She looks so beautiful. And I was like, instantly texted her, like, how did everything happen? And she told me. So Ramadan started, okay? Ramadan started, and it was like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. And I was talking to that friend of mine that, about hijab, about life and everything in general. We would also sometimes share memes and like laugh and everything. So yeah, so she gave me a very, very, you can say, golden advice that really helped me started wearing hijab. Okay, so apparently this advice was given to her by her cousin or a friend. I don't remember particularly, but most probably her cousin. And this is what she told me, like, Yuka, don't adjust yourself to hijab or to your idea of hijab. Let the hijab adjust to you. Okay, I remember this, she told me this, and alhamdulillah, this piece of advice helped me so much. And after that conversation, I asked her to give me some links, page links, so from where I can order the hijab and everything. So she gave me all those links. I went to one of the pages on Facebook. I instantly bought 3 hijabs. The hijabs arrived. It all happened in the month of Ramadan, by the way. It all happened in the month of Ramadan, the blessed month, and Allah blessed me with hijab in that month. So yeah, the hijab arrived again at 2 or 3 in the morning, because nobody sleeps during Ramadan, at least at night. Like most people don't, right? At least in our generation. So yeah, the hijab arrived, the hijab cap arrived and everything. I wore the hijab, the cap and everything. I wrapped it around my body the way I felt comfortable. Okay, the way I felt comfortable. I took a picture, I took 2 or 3 pictures and sent it out to everybody. Okay, all of my friends, like, guess what, guys, have started wearing hijab. And everybody was like, what? Yuka and hijab, how? So alhamdulillah, that's how I started wearing hijab. Okay. The video is getting so long. I do not want to make that long. I will get into the niqab part. Okay, I'll make it very short. So again, Ramadan, this year Ramadan. Okay, I was reading a book and I came across something in that book that I did not understand. Okay, I went on to Google. I was searching that word. What does that word mean and everything. Apparently, somehow, one thing led to another, and I landed on a website. This website was full of hadith. Like, it was a website for hadiths, right? And guess what? That word has nothing to do with niqab or hijab or anything. That was a completely different word. I was completely different. Like, I was Googling for a completely different thing, right? But somehow at 3 a.m. again at night, during the month of Ramadan, I landed on a page full of hadith, and the set of hadith I landed on was the importance of niqab. The hadiths were stating how important it is for women to wear niqab. And there were these several authentic hadiths stated by our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, obviously. And those hadiths were like, honestly, scared me. It really scared me. It scared me to submission, because it was our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam saying all those words. And when I was reading all those things, all those hadiths, I was like, I got really very scared. Okay, yeah. And I could not sleep the whole night. I could not sleep the next day also, because like, I was thinking that, this is what was going on in my mind. That Allah Rabbul Alamin has given me enough knowledge, alhamdulillah. Has given me enough knowledge. He has given me the knowledge of Quran. Though this is something I have taught myself, alhamdulillah. And there are much more scholarly people of Quran in the world, and I'm nothing compared to them. But at least I know some certain things. And on the day of judgment, when he will ask me that I have given you knowledge, but why haven't you acted accordingly to it, right? I thought, what would be my answer? How would I answer that question? Because I also know on that night at 3 a.m. in the morning, I was completely looking for something else, and fate landed me on those pages, and I learned how important it is to wear niqab, to cover your face, and I did not act accordingly. I chose something else. When Allah Rabbul Alamin will ask me about that, what would I say? What would I say? Right? So inshallah, alhamdulillah, after that night, I ordered again some niqabs from online, and I started wearing niqab from this Ramadan. So the hijab started the previous Ramadan, and the niqab started in this Ramadan. So yeah, there is this is my story of how I started my hijab and niqab. The video is getting very long. I'm gonna end it very soon. I hope it inspires you people, inspires other Muslimah sisters. And I would tell to people who are not interested in niqab and hijab and everything, I would say, don't worry, girl. Do not worry. But I would also recommend you to always ask help from Allah Rabbul Alamin. In whatever stage of Iman you are at right now, develop upon it, okay? Do not regress, like do not go backward, but go forward at your own pace, at your own pace. Do not put pressure into your heart, because I really do not. Islam is such a beautiful thing, and this beautiful thing cannot happen if you are under pressure, okay? So embrace it as much as you can, okay, and then just move forward, okay? So yeah, so this is the first video I'm making after this month. Inshallah, please keep on eyes on my channel and share if you like what I talk about, and inshallah I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.